And I go back out there and I say, okay, on this date, this is what we're going to do. This day, we're going to go out there, we're going to put the Puerto Rican flag in the middle of the flag, and we're going to stab everybody that's black. And we're going to stab everybody that's black. And we're going to stab everybody that's black.
You gonna do what now, champ?
Top on that drop. Yeah, could you imagine steam pull up on you with the top down? I done been around, lock shop down. Twin Desert Eagle, turn your block round. Never seen recession, I'm a weapon, so rock with the stocks down. Nearly caught possession, I was reckless, 50-50s in my socks now. Gotta get it how I get it. Hop out the air and kid me. Park up the whip and then we switch it. Half of they homies, they be snitching. I stay away from niggas in these bitches. Hating on the getting chicken. I'ma eat off the plate, they do the dishes. Yeah, ride around with an OG, you know me. Fat boy smoke a OG with the dope lean fofo to the police. Mr. Never give a hoe with a holy. As I proceed, getting money with my whole team. Cold D's gon' ride to the slowly. Owe me a bitch bad, but she chose me.
And I went and I told everybody that was in my unit, everybody that was black that I know, like my, guard bodies that I know. Okay, Sean, yo, lock in, stay in your cell. Yo, Muhammad, stay in your cell. Why you telling me to stay in my cell, pistol? Stay in your cell. I said, all right, boom. So I told all my black friends, stay in the cell. We went out to the yard, boom. The guys ran down on the guy that cut the other black kid. They all ran down on him, almost killed him, an inch away from his heart, took him to the hospital. Now the whole jail was closed. Yeah. Now they opened the jail again. And I go back out there and I say, okay, on this date, this is what we're going to do. This day, we're going to go out there, we're going to put the Puerto Rican flag in the middle of the flag, and we're going to stab everybody that's black.
You gonna do what now, champ? So, Pistol Pete, y'all, so y'all don't believe that y'all are black. I think that shit just some kumbaya shit. I think, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we got pride, oh our brothers and all that, bro. Y'all don't believe that we brothers. It's just when it's convenient, bro. That's really facts. But this is so when y'all go to jail, y'all on some poke everybody that's black. How can you even, like, why would you, all right, cool. You did that. Why do you even want to put that out there, champ? But your whole style is us. You don't got a Puerto Rican style. You got a us style. So this is what y'all believe, champ? So I don't know what the fake outcry is about. That's the only place that I'm concerned at. Where's the fake outcry coming from? When all of these people have been on here for years talking about a divide. But now that people need help, it's like, I mean, that's the only part that I'm confused on. I'm not confused on why we're not helping. This is facts.
And I did that. I went out there and we did that. We put the flag on, I stabbed everybody. And the guy that was the main guy that was getting away, he was handcuffed, shackled. They was escorting him out. Yeah. And I ran down, chased the police down, backed them down, and cut him out in front of the police. Wow. And they took me to the...
So you had that much hatred for that bagel that you ran down. You just had to make a point. You ran down in front of the police and did them, bam, in front of the police. Word, bro.
It was and they took me to the...
That shit cool for you to sit with a cream cheese dude and say this, right? You just happy and laughing, talking about how you allegedly violated a jail full of black dudes.
If I see them tomorrow, I wish them greatness, because I'm living a different life. That's first and foremost. So salute and blessings to any brother that was involved in that riot, okay? And
Nah, Pistol Pete, nah, champ. Nah, it's not like that, champ. It's not like that, bro. Listen, when you slice a dude or you poke a dude up or whatever, nigga, that shit stay with him for life. I'm a changed man. So, what does that mean? And how you know this changed?
1990, 35 years ago, when half of you guys that's out here talking shit about it and trying to escalate and
Listen to
create, you
us.
know.
See, now that's the first thing I want to say. I don't think we're trying to escalate anything. I think a lot of people are black. I think that's the problem. You heard?
That's a fact.
And if they wasn't around, and I was around from the 90s, right? But if they wasn't around in the 90s or the 80s, I understand that.
Man, F for a lot, bro. You're not about to stare this down like this ain't 2025 and everybody don't gotta switch. You're not gonna get away with saying what you said, bro. Y'all wasn't around when I was really causing havoc and doing well. Now you're old and things, and this is gonna speak on it, champ.
I represent for my brothers in prison, for my sisters.
Which brothers? Which brothers and sisters, champ? Which people in prison are your brothers and sisters? Which people in prison would it be the Latinos or would it be the blacks? Would it be the Latinos or would it be the blacks? Which ones would it be?
Take majority of my time without getting paid. I go to prisons, okay, throughout the United States, okay, and speak to a lot of gang members as a motivation.
I respect that, y'all. He's running.
I don't respect that. He feel like he gotta do that in order to sleep at night. That ain't for them, it's for him. See? That's why I don't like big homies, bro. Them niggas gonna talk you to oblivion, but they're not gonna mention what they said was wrong. What does that have to do with what you did in the 90s, champ?
New speaker as a gang specialist, okay? Even though I was never involved in no gang, I done stopped plenty things from happening, okay? In different facilities. So this is where I dedicate myself to. In my own backyard, which is Rikers Island, I go to Rikers Island every week. You know what I'm saying? And when I go to all these facilities, all I see is black and brown. Okay? So just with that being said, okay? One more thing I'm going to say, okay? And this is my last time addressing this.
Of course.
Okay? I will not address this anymore.
Of course you won't.
Okay? I'm outside. I'm reachable. Any given time, I'm available for anything that has to do with greatness.
Yo, bro, stop with the boogeyman shit. I'm outside. That means if y'all want to talk to me about it, bro, you get it in, you know, but only for greatness. Shut up, man. Be quiet. Nobody respects you for what you said, bro. A lot of people was rocking with you.
Okay? So don't get it twisted, man. Gangsters change too, brothers. All right?
Once people see things like that, and once people, you know, just go through life and you know certain things and you see certain people, champ, why would we then stand next to said people because they need us to? It doesn't make sense to me.